Hey guys, how you doing? It's Sunday the 12th of July and the time is about 9:15. If you watched another video, possibly last week's, I'm not too sure what the sequence will be, but yeah, it's still the same day, still in the same t-shirt. I'm just down in Marsh Benham, just a picturesque spot. Well, not just a picturesque spot, it is beautiful down here, and I'm going to take you to a place today, just a place where I used to come on my own, and there's a couple of places actually where I used to gamble. One of which I'll take you to a first place that is sort of where I just sort of sit and think to myself, and then I'll take you to another place where I used to gamble on my mobile phone. We've come here to Hampstead Park, which is a private estate. I don't know how many acres it is, but it's gorgeous. You've got a public footpath you can go through. So yeah, well, where do I start really? I think Newbury has got a big sort of steeped in history for horse racing. It's got the horse racing track, and it's got lots of famous stables nearby. So you've got Lambourn, which has got lots of trainers and jockeys and whatnot, stable lads. Then you've got Highclere, which is, well, there's Highclere Castle, which is famous for like Downton Abbey, which is just very near sort of where my parents live, where I grew up. And you've got Kingsclere and many other sort of training stables, and well, the Highclere one is where the bloodstock, where the Queen keeps her bloodstock. So I'm not really making much sense today. You can tell I've basically been for a walk and it's like need some water, big time. But yeah, Newbury is steeped in sort of racing tradition really. So even at the young age of say 16, you would basically really want to go to the races. Newbury on a race day is really busy. It's a sort of small market town, so on a race day the town is buzzing. It's really busy, especially if you go down the marketplace, and it's great to see, the local economy do well, and people dress up and obviously have quite a few drinks and go and eat out, so it's obviously good for the local economy. You can't deny that. And that's sort of the way in, that's kind of the gateway into betting really. Obviously it's acceptable for men and women, boys and girls, to bet. I've never really been good with the horses, just sort of bet on the colours or the names or whatever, but yeah, it's very, very popular in Newbury. Most people have got a link to the racing, with family and friends. So yeah, that's a bit about Newbury. And I'm not saying because I'm from Newbury I've had a gambling addiction, but I suppose just to give you a bit more context really about my story, and yeah, sort of building a bit more of a picture. So look, we are here. I'll just turn the camera around. So technically I'm going off the public footpath, so don't hate me guys, but yeah, I would come here quite a lot, and in fact there's another tree back there. I wish I deleted it. It's from probably 4 years ago. I remember driving back down from a casino, and I'd usually stop off here and just sort of try and collect my thoughts. And it was after a really big loss. I think I'd lost like 700 quid that day. And I just remember I took a video actually on my phone, and I just, as I say, I wished I kept it. But just to sort of try and sum up how I felt. Because obviously I have memories, but it's really hard to kind of get into your psyche and what you feel like. I don't really think you feel much, you feel very numb. But anyway, we've come down here. I've got to be careful because it's pretty steep. I'll try and give you a view as well. Blimey. But yeah. So you've got sort of a private fishing lake there. I went fishing with my mate Tom Pearce and his dad when I was about 7, and in here, Craven Fisheries I think, and it was freezing. It was really snowing and really cold. I remember they said, do you want an extra pair of socks? It's a bit like that scene in Dumb and Dumber where Jim Carrey wears 2 pairs of gloves the whole time. He's like, what? You had 2 pairs of gloves? And Harry's got like icicles coming out of his nose, but it was a bit like that, and I didn't take the extra pair of socks and I was freezing. It was horrible. Anyway, getting a bit sidetracked there, but this is the spot. I would come down here. I wouldn't bet this would be another spot where I would just think, and I have tried to go crayfishing down there, but with limited success. But being self-employed, I would have lots of time on my hands, and I would come down here and just think. I was really stuck in my head, and well, let's bring back a few memories really. Some good times, but sorry, I'm really emotional today. Really emotional, as I say. I had some bad news last night, so I'm also a little bit hungover. So, but it's bringing up some memories of being really depressed, and not a good time. I don't know if that's because of gambling or whatever, but yeah, I'll just try and come here and just try and have some peaceful thoughts or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, right, try and get my footing, try and get my bearings, pull myself together. Geez, sorry, I wasn't expecting that. I don't know whether these videos will be any good, you know. I'm like, oh God, do I really want to publish these on YouTube? Anyway, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take you to another spot. I'm going to take you to another spot which is really dreamy and picturesque, and it was where, after I self-excluded from casinos, land-based casinos, I hadn't done anything to stop myself to bet online, and that's what happened. I started betting online. Yeah, I had accounts with Ladbrokes and a few others, but that's what who I used to bet with, and maybe it's the colour red, you know, to allure you in. But yeah, I would just bet online. I would come down here, smoke a spliff. That's another thing I got into. Smoke a spliff pretty much on a day like this, actually. Not as early in the morning, and I would just come here and bet. Sit down on my phone, load up 3G, get your internet on or whatever, yeah, 3G, and just bet. So I'm going to take you there now. I'm going to put the camera down, give my arm a rest. I need to get one of those, you know, selfie sticks or whatever. All right, speak to you in a sec. Cheers. See those ducks? Do you see those ducks in a straight line, all following each other? Crazy. Yeah, so I mean, what a beautiful spot. I mean, Newbury is sort of on the edge of the North Wessex Downs sort of area of outstanding natural beauty, and it is just stunning, absolutely stunning. It's not, I live down in Portsmouth now, but coming up here, you know, you really fully appreciate it, really. And look, I'm going to take you to this spot where I used to bet, so I'll sort of try and set the scene for you really. But yeah, I would, like I say, would just come down here and sit on my phone, and I would play mostly blackjack actually. I'd done my bollocks, as me and my friends would say, done your bollocks, i.e., you know, wasted probably thousands of pounds continuously. Right, I'm going up a very steep hill, so don't mind me. And I'd done so much money on the roulette that even at that point I was like, I can't play roulette, you know, it's complete chance, random luck, and that's what it is. It's a random luck game, whereas something like poker or blackjack has got an element of skill. And once again, I'll remind you that I'm talking about things that could possibly trigger you. So viewer discretion is advised. So I'll play blackjack here. So hang on, just here, literally here. So you got this view behind me. You know, I can't think of many better views than that, to be honest with you. To sit down and have, you know, 2 hours to yourself. And I would sit pretty much here and just we've got the train line behind me. That's sort of going down to Bristol probably. We can't get to that direction. Great Bedwin onwards. But yeah, I would come here, and I think gambling for me, it was about having my own space. You know, people sort of say, oh, you need 5 minutes to myself. And I think gambling offered me this escape, that it was my own world. Nobody knew about it. It was just me, and it was private to me. And I quite like that. That feeling of being sort of isolated, in a good way kind of thing. There's being like alone, or alone as in like lonely. And I suppose that's what it became. That actually it became a very lonely place. I don't know, it's hard to sum up how I felt. I think I'd feel excited to come here, to, as I say, smoke a spliff, you know, pretty bloody beautiful, you know, in a hippie and all that, but and then just to gamble, and I would play blackjack, and you know, there'd be some wins, but I'd probably bet about 50 quid a time, put 50 quid in, £5 a hand, so not big, as it were, because there's some people that would bet big, you know, come in and play, you know, throw £1,000 down on a hand. But yeah, anyway, I think I've run out of steam here, but a bit of a trip down memory lane. So if you're logged into YouTube, if you like the video, please like it. If you have not subscribed, do subscribe for notifications for more videos like this, and follow us on social media. And do check out the website. Actually, I write some blog posts about, you know, my experiences. I've done a series on of podcasts to help you guys, I suppose, just to sort of build a picture. If you're really wanting help, I would listen to the mental health podcast with Becky, who's got some really good tips. And I would I would listen to a podcast by Yoni, who's the trained hypnotherapist. It was a bit like therapy for me, but it's talking about getting to the root of your addiction and just like unraveling lots of layers of guilt and shame and stuff like that. Yeah, so check it out. Anyway, I will see you later. Alright, cheers guys, bye bye.